Hi guys, welcome back to my space. If anybody realizes that I was missing, that was wonderful. I hope you do. I hope someone notices that I have been gone. So a couple things. First of all, I apologize profusely if I've missed comments and questions over the last few weeks. I explained a few weeks ago that I had a family member in the hospital and they have since passed away. And so I paint with a heavy heart. Now my heart. So I was asked if I wanted to participate in the collaboration with the Fluid Art Company and TLP to do these beautiful hearts. And at the time, my head and heart really weren't in the game. And so I declined on the offer, but the Fluid Art Company sent me this gorgeous heart. And this is what I've done. So I got right into doodling for the last few weeks because it's been a really good thing to do when I sort of come home and I don't want to think about things. I just want to lose my mind in creativity. So I did a bunch of these funky Zen things on my heart, which came at a really, really valuable time for me. My empty space is obviously the space that's sort of left behind, all the beauty and the chaos, but there's still an empty spot. So once again, I apologize to Fluid Art and all of the amazing people that work so hard to get our products out to you and I. It went to really good use and it was amazing therapy. Amazing therapy, you guys. All right, I'm gonna put you on hold for just a second. All right, we're back. And now back on to important things. So anybody in the fluid art community that uses US floetrol knows that we are in a crisis and it is unobtainable right now. And we all go batshit crazy because we forget that there's a million other different techniques because we're all hooked on blooms and bloom transfers. And I get it, you guys, but we're not going to go mad. There's a million other things that we can do. So this morning, well, this afternoon actually, I'm just gonna put that down. This afternoon, I decided I was gonna do a pearl pour because I haven't done one for a while and I thought, why not? So while I was mixing paints up, I started thinking about Deco Art white satin enamel and how incredibly interactive it is with paints. And that got me on a whole different mission. So we're gonna do things the same but different. And I'll explain as I go. So I took my white satin enamel and I mixed it for pearl pours and then I started thinking about it. So after I thinned it all out, I thickened it back up and we're going to use it as a bloom base. So I'll put my recipes in the description box. Maybe not this pour because I wouldn't mind sort of farting around with it a little bit more just to get things dialed in, so that it works. And you know, US floetrol or Aussie floetrol is really expensive, as we all know. So I'm always trying to kind of play with things and maybe find something that works as efficient. I have yet to find it, but my first test on this was pretty cool. All right, so this is Pabeo iridescent red blue. Pink as the day is long, but Pabeo calls it red blue. So that's what we're going to start with. My same pouring medium, nothing has changed there. Absolutely nothing. Okay, this is TLP Zeus with a good sized squirt of Quinacradone nickel azo gold in it. And this one is Opus. This is an Opus paint. Opus is our local art store. I bought it because I thought it looked similar to Quinacradone nickel azo gold. It's called azo gold, but it doesn't have the same quality as nickel azo gold. Okay, and this is my standard golden ochre by Amsterdam. All right, so after I fiddled around with white satin enamel, then I decided I don't have any cell mix made up. So I went back to my US recipe. Same as I used to use. So it's 1 part paint, 1 part Elmer's glue all, and 2 parts floetrol. So I used basically a tablespoon. I put about 1/4 of a teaspoon of minwax wood conditioner in it and the rest water. Because once you put the minwax wood conditioner in, it gets all really thick and weird and gooey. All right, let's blow this out, you guys. Okay, so right off the bat, it's too dark because of the generous scoop of nickel azo gold. Okay, let's just let's do that again because I want to put it on a black background, and so I don't want it quite as dark. Once again, experimental mode. Okay, Quinacradone, not Quinacradone, Opus, Quinacradone Gold. I really want to use some of this Zeus with the Quinacradone, but maybe not so much. A little bit there. Pabeo pink. What did I say it was? Red blue. Red blue. Okay, let's throw some blue in here. Why not? This is Pabeo iridescent green blue. And golden ochre. Let's see if that lightens that up a little bit, you guys. So today was my first day back at work because not only did I go through my family upset, I wound up sick in the middle of it. Thought I was gonna die. Thought I had pneumonia. Wished I did die at some point. It was terrible. Terrible, terrible. So I went back today, but it kind of kicked my butt. I don't know that I was 100% ready, but I did it. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm completely out of practice, but we're gonna just sit that aside for a minute. So I'm constantly farting around as I sat. I'm continuously playing with paints and always trying to get something that works as effectively as the Aussie floetrol. And some experiments work really well. Some experiments don't work at all. And that's just the way it is. All right, black onyx. But I know I have to get back into painting, and I know my loved one would want me to carry on being creative and do what really makes me happy. And so I'm giving it a go, you guys. All right. So we're going to scoop this up. We're going to start right here. And then we're going to transfer it. So I don't know if we're going to keep the cells or if they're going to all just disintegrate. My first trial was pretty good. I was pretty happy with my results. Sometimes for me, a lot of times for me, it's less about cells and more about composition. But I get it. Cells are beautiful and magical and kind of like the holy grail, I think. All right. Let's do some tipping and tilting here and see what happens. So I stopped in at the restaurant where I sell some pieces the other day, and I have 5 pieces missing off the wall. So it's like, okay, well, you know what? You really got to get your head in the game here, girl, and get some finishing done. So I did a bit of finishing in the last few days, covered everything with resin, put some backs on them. So I took them in this afternoon. Okay, let's Let's move this. So my black base coat is my standard black onyx. I did thin it down a little bit with just some water. So the prettiest piece in this is right here, and it's gonna come off, which is rather unfortunate. All right, let's spin this. Tip it and tilt it. So we can use this as a base and pour another swipe over it, or another transfer over it. Okay, let's tip this way out. Let's dump all of this off. I'm gonna stand you on your head for a minute, you guys. Okay, let's put that aside and let's pour out another puddle. And this time I think we're gonna try to just lighten it up a little tiny bit underneath those dark colors. So we'll use our same dirty board. Same white. Golden ochre. Iridescent green blue. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the base paint with the satin enamel in the middle. And let's see what happens. Keep in mind, you guys, this is all experimental mode. Okay, here we go. All right, that was a better blowout. So I'm pretty happy with this. Normally the US floetrol for cell mix just makes things a little bit different, but I don't know, this is looking pretty good to me. Of course, I don't have any more satin enamel. I only had a tiny bit, but that's fixable. All right. Let's bring this all back down. And then let's try to put one pretty swipe lighter over top of all this. I don't even know if you guys can see. Okay, same thing, just a little piece of plastic card, and let's scoop up right there. All right, my friends, here we go. There's one. Okay, well, I don't like my composition now. I like the light over dark for sure. Spin it. What happens when we spin it? All right, let's do some tipping here. Tipping and tilting and moving things around. This is pretty. That's terrible. Big blob right in the middle. Just start and stop it. Don't blend it. All right. Let's take some of our Pabeo blue, green, and let's just connect the dots here somewhere. See what happens. All right, you guys, let's do another big spin. All right, well, I know I can do better, but it's not terrible. Some parts I actually really quite like. I love this. This is pretty funky in here. I'm not so big on that. Okay, let's spin it again. Oh goodness. Spin the other way. All right, now we're getting a little better. I didn't like this big glob of white, and that seems to have fixed that. Okay, guys, I might just leave this alone. Nah, why would I do that? Why would I leave it alone? Just keep farting, keep fiddling. Let's just drop it down a smidge. Let's give it one more spin, and then I'll bring it down and take a look. And when I have this all dialed in for measurements, I will share it, because it's not really looking too bad, I don't think. Let's put another one in. Let's just go for it. Let's put another transfer in. Find all my stuff. I might thicken this base up a bit. Okay, let's just go crazy. Let's put a whole different color in. Well, not a different color, but more color. Let's keep some yellow. And let's put some blue back in. and a tiny bit of white. Black cell mix, once again. I have yet to make US floetrol and white cell mix. Like I said, you know what? Just like you guys, it was like, oh my God, how am I going to do anything with no US floetrol or no Aussie floetrol? And it's like, okay, this is stupid. I painted long before Aussie floetrol. Okay, that's that. I might hate myself for doing this. So just a few spots I don't like. I don't like that. So let's come in right there. See, now I'm thinking, should I have done that? Okay, guys, let's spin. Yeah, I should have done that, I think. So here's what I shouldn't have done, was drop a big gob of paint right there. All right, let's try to fix that before I go any further. Now I'm going to have a black spot, right? Okay, well, let's make a few black spots then. Okay, let's give this another big spin, you guys. Okay, well, other than my let's be stupid and stick stuff in there, this is pretty, really pretty, I think. How am I going to get rid of that, you guys? Okay, let's spin it one more time and then figure out how to fix that. My table's all wonky. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop here. I will definitely air this and share it and show it. And I'll work on mixes. But this is pretty good, I think. Pretty good, pretty good. Considering I haven't been here for like a month. All right, I'll bring you guys down. Hang on. Okay, we're back from directly above. I don't know how much closer I can go without losing focus. Maybe a bit. So I'm pretty happy with these cells and the stretching. I'm not too happy with the screw up where I stuck my finger in it, where I dropped paint right there. I'm not really happy with that. And if I look at it long enough, I'll figure out how to fix it. But I think for this purpose of this painting, I am going to stop right here. And just, you know what, remind you guys, we can do all sorts of cool stuff without Aussie floetrol. We can do it, you guys. All right, my friends, pour happy, stay safe. We'll talk really, really soon. Thanks, guys.